Detroit. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, they run with Howard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Cox to throw on second down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contest.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stacked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
On first down, Chamberlain. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
22-yard line.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Looking to throw on second down. Chamberlain looking middle, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Partner, are they going to cover him? Well, that's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well. You're guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right,
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Cox. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects.
And this is touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, it's Peters. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. To throw on second down, Chamberlain. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Chamberlain.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3-yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Lions 14, Cardinals 7.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first down, Chamberlain, and this is incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Chamberlain. Over the middle, complete. It's McKinney. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
A gain of 18.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Over the middle, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the Sticks moving.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Number 87.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something...
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Well, people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
The defender likes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Cox. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. He leads this one for Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw. Cox. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Chamberlain eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Chamberlain. And he slings one that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
Here's Cox on 1st down. He'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Cox to throw on 3rd down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28.
Their own 28-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Chamberlain. Man, and he hits him in stride. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Chamberlain. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Chamberlain is going to fire one deep over the middle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. From the gun, Cox. From left side complete. That's Stevens. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw is Cox. Throwing on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
With the score, Cardinals.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Peters. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Chamberlain. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peters. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
1st down.
Looking to throw. Chamberlain. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Escaping the pressure right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Chamberlain. Over the middle, complete. That's sharp. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chamberlain. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Cox. And he will find his man on the outside. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Cox. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Cox. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Cox. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. On first down, Chamberlain. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far. And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the
defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch, but still, no yardage. Okay.
And he's going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold any
pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
To number 83. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Cox. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Stokes. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. And a 2-score game. Obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, cuts, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Cox. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That was good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 13 yards out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Set to kick off.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they can.
And he lost the football.
A running play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Number 20.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
42-yard line.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Chamberlain has got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Chamberlain. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Number 18. Touchdown, Arizona.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now the Lions down by 2 touchdowns. 1:39 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Cox now on 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now Cox throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, Cox. Flushed out right. Nifty footwork at the 45. And now the ball's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Following the fumble recovery, Chamberlain. From right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but number 40 takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing on 1st down. Chamberlain throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Chamberlain eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Chamberlain escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. from the gun. Chamberlain. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Chamberlain. Now a strip. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over. They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.